essence, what makes me a really valuable coach and teacher? One of the things is self-love, self-respect, truly living a life, speaking words, thinking thoughts, generating feeling, taking action in what really is love for me. In that same breath, I know that they also, or that I am taking or am in self-love, practicing self-love from a very compassionate place for the other. And this is definitely where I shine, where I have, just from life experience, been given an opportunity to become what feels like an expert in it. There's always room for growth, and there's always room to know more and be more and practice on a deeper level. I have had to work very hard in my life to unwind from codependent tendency, which I do believe is a very broad stroke tendency within many of us. But it's also, codependency is very nuanced, and I'm not a clinical anything, so I'm never going to diagnose somebody as codependent. I just see patterns that I recognize from my own experiences. So in codependency, this is the idea that I cannot be well until this other person that I love and care about is okay, well, happy, feeling good. My health, my wellness, my joy, my pleasure, my freedom depends on whether or not this other person has joy, freedom, peace, health, wellness first. So in essence, we completely forget, negate, placate our own needs, our own like innate rights to feel, to show up in the world as human. And I put those needs of others before my own. And then I wonder why I'm unhappy, and I wonder why I'm in so much pain, and why people don't understand me, and why people don't love me, and why people don't respect me, and why people don't, right. So, first things first, we have to come into our practice of radical forgiveness, which radical forgiveness just says that all is happening for a great divine purpose of learning a new aspect of myself that I need to love, integrate, accept, and embody. It's really seeing that, like, whatever I might be judging in this other person, or what I want this other person to do and be, is maybe something that I just need to be looking at within myself, taking action towards within myself. This person is just a mirror for parts of me that I can work on. And when I choose to work on those first, I'm leading by example. When I take care of my needs first, I tell this person that I love that this is how you care for yourself. This is how you experience joy. It's not by another person creating it for you or gifting it for you. So there's this radical forgiveness, it's this very deep acceptance that all is happening for a reason. We're all just doing our best in this situation with what we've been given. And many of us at this stage in the game, we're not given anything in the understanding of self and other and interdependency. So we're really going off of nothing. And we accept that now. That's radical forgiveness. Radical forgiveness is like, the first 3 steps in the 12-step program. It's just accepting that we're quite powerless in this situation at this point. And we're going to kind of give it up to this greater source, that there is a higher purpose and greater timelines that we could get into and align with to feel on purpose, to feel a little bit better about our situation. From radical forgiveness, we start to know where our boundaries lie. And boundaries are not closing off the heart or pushing people away. Boundaries just say what we're willing and not willing to accept in our lives. So in my experience, these situations had to come in regards to relationships with alcoholics. So deeply selfish people, very sick, mentally ill, really quite unable to see anything other than their own world. And one of the things that often, and like, I don't know that if there's like it's not an easy thing. It's not like this was an easy thing that just happened one day and I said it and then I was fine and I was never codependent again and I never cared about this person again. It's a constant every single day. Okay, like, this is what I'm willing to accept in my life. This is what I'm not. This is what I am. This is what I'm not. The qualities of a person, the feelings, like, who do I want in my life? What kind of life do I want? And what do I not? And then really diligently saying no to what I don't and only accepting what I do. That often came with this sentence: I love you and I let you go. I love you and I let you go. There's no room for manipulation. And it's interesting because when we say this, I love you and I let you go, then I want to like go in and I want to explain why. And I want to explain how you've hurt me and how you're hurting yourself. But again, there's that codependent tendency, this sort of need to explain yourself away and get somebody else into understanding where you're coming from. And ultimately, like, you are trying to manipulate them into changing. But that's where we have to stop. That's where we gotta hold up this mirror and take a look, like, holy shit, this manipulation that I feel that they're giving or putting onto me is actually what I'm dishing out here in the name of love. So if I truly love you, I just have to let you go. I have to let you figure this out on your own. And I have to really trust that, like, nobody else's business is mine. My business is my own. And when I take care of my own business, when I take all these actions, create all these feelings, speak all these words, think all these thoughts that align with those boundaries that I've set, really just the decision of what I want my life to look like and feel like and be like, when I'm when I'm in that, the best, that is me leading by example. And the best thing I can say is I love you and I let you go. My business is my own. I take care of myself. And that just sets an example. And whomever wants to follow that example and raise up to that frequency of love, self-respect, then they can come along. But that's their choice. It's their choice to change. It's their choice to mind their own business. It's not up to you. And we we really are such caring people. We're such loving people. That is the nature of human, is we are living from the heart. We lead our lives from our hearts. And so we have this very deep desire um, to connect and to help and to inspire, and I know all of it comes from the intention is good, but what we don't see is how it actually just creates a deeper emotional swamp that we all get stuck in. And when we're all stuck in a swamp, like nobody can at least extend some sort of hand to pull us out. That hand of example. I love you and I let you go. The amount of people that I've told that to that then do leave. Is a lot. It's a lot. And that's okay. Because now I'm at peace. I still have deep, deep, unconditional love, compassion, and understanding for these people, for myself. But I no longer let that love drain me. That love is now a source of energy that drives me from within. Where it sometimes would debilitate me that I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't show up for work because this love was so overwhelming, and I couldn't help those that I wanted to help, and that just was so confusing. I couldn't figure it out. But that's the thing. Another person's life is not yours to figure out. Ever. Ever. Not even your life partner. Not even your child's. Your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. Those that you love the most, especially, is not your job. These people are sent to you as mirrors so that you can know your boundaries. You can know what is a yes and what is a no for you, so that you can choose action towards self-love, so that you can choose your own voice, your own deepest nourishment. And sometimes it really is hard because you do have to leave others behind you. But I'll also say, there are times when you can dish that out, I love you, and I have to let you go. And it shocks the people, that person, back onto octave, back into their own alignment, and they realize they need to clean up their own lane, and they do. And your relationship grows stronger, more true, more honest. And it's a beautiful thing. Really beautiful thing. So consider the places, the areas, the people in your life where it might benefit you to say, I love you and I let you go. Because again, I think it's really important in relationship, intimate or otherwise, to never negate the love that was there, the love that is. Love never dies. It just transforms. And so how do you want to help that transformation? Sometimes that's more of what we're actually looking for, and what would be more satisfying on a heart level to us is just the fact that we honor that there really is love here, and that what the best action is forward is transmuting that love even higher. I think that there is sort of like, this is just like my theory and like something of how I sort of like see it, like as a vision, kind of like unconditional love or love. Love is like layers of frequency, and there's like codependent love, and then there's actual unconditional understanding and the truest form of love. And sometimes to get out of the codependent love, because the codependent person, like, it is love, it is care, it is compassion, it is all of these things, but it's also kind of showing up pretty swampy. And so then to not negate that there is to not negate the love that's there, to really honor it, to own it, and be like, yeah, I fucking love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But I have to let you go. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is, like, when we choose to just like own the fact, like for example, when I was leaving the last relationship I was in, I was really hurt because I really did have deep, true love for this person. And he was not able to receive it. Again, that was a codependent alcoholic relationship. And I personally can't leave a relationship like in hate or shitting on that other person, because it just felt like then I was shitting on myself and like really what's the word, like negating all of the love that was really real for me in that relationship. So it feels better for me to say, like, I will always love you. I really do love. I really do love you. I own that there was love here. But the best thing for this love now is to walk away, and that makes our love stronger. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So I kind of feel a little bit lost. That's probably just meaning that I'm done here with this little spiel, but yeah, self-love as a way to actually receive the love in relationship that we desire so much. So I'm wondering, is my coaching relationship focused? Yeah, it is, because when we show up in life desiring relationships that feel reciprocal and loving and understanding, again, romantic or otherwise, like, life is all about relating. Life is relationship. And the only way that we have balanced dynamic of relationship outside of us is when we have a balanced dynamic of polarized energy, like relating in a balanced, harmonious way within us. Masculine and feminine, we have to have that union within for it to show up unionized outside of us. So, yeah. Kaylin Jolly, psychosomatic coach, understanding the interrelationships of everything. I love you, and I let you go. I love you and I let you go. Where can you say that in your life? And how would that transform things for you? Walking away from things that hurt us is not creating more pain. And if it does for that other person, that's their problem. That's what they have to clean up. But it's okay. It's not selfish to take action that is more loving towards you than the other person, first and foremost. That is not selfish at all. It's not narcissistic. It's what we all need to be doing a lot more. It's no one else's responsibility to create a sense of joy, pleasure, freedom, peace, union in you before it is your own job. Cool. Okay. Glad that's covered. I love you. I love you in all the ways, always. And big things are coming. Big things are coming. It feels good. I love you.